I want to start off with a story that has no redeeming quality whatsoever to it, okay? All right. Well, I was a youth pastor in Iowa, and we had a set of games we'd always play. They were called world records, and there are various world records. We had a scale that you had to press and see how hard you can press it. We had like a little jar of like cereal, and how many times you could toss it up and try and catch it in your mouth and see how many you could do in a row, that kind of things, all these competitions. But the best competition of all, the one that everyone sort of looked forward to at the end of the night, we called Snot Shot. Now, Snot Shot was a simple game where you put a Cheerio up one nostril, plug the other nostril, and shoot it out. And you see how far it would roll. And there's various things that happen. Sliders didn't go very far. If it was on edge, it would roll. If it was sticky, it wouldn't go very far. But there was one young man, and his name was Chuck. And Chuck was the best snot shotter in the world. He didn't have a lot of friends, probably for obvious reasons, but he held the world's record for snot shot. He would always have his name there. We had all the world records on the wall, that kind of thing, and he would have his name up there, and he would bring in potential girlfriends. Hey, you know what I can do? And she said, what? I can snot shot. And it never worked. Anyway, it all came down to one night. A new kid was visiting youth group that night. And he came up and he said, what's this snot shot thing? And people said, oh, Chuck always wins it. He says, let me give it a try. He sticks a Honey Nut Cheerio up, carries a bit more weight. He just comes up to the table and holds it and goes, boom! And he shoots the roller, and it rolls past Chuck's record. The whole youth group is going, oh. And somebody starts off the back. They go, Chuck, Chuck, Chuck. And everybody starts going, Chuck, Chuck. And Chuck comes up to me all nervous. He says, Dave, I can't do it. I can't do it. So I'm the youth pastor. I'm giving them rub down. Come on, I believe in you. I believe in you. You can do this. And he says, no, the reason I can't do it is because I've got a head cold. And I am an understanding youth pastor. So you know what I said? Go for it anyway. Chuck put the Honey Nut Cheerio wedged firmly up his nostril. And he had this movement like a discus thrower where he'd move his whole body. And everybody was going, Chuck, Chuck. And everybody at the table was glistening from previous people. And he finally went up and boom, shot the Cheerio. It came out. And it was a beautiful roller. And it did roll past the new guy's record. But right on the heels of it came this loogie, and it just came out and out. It was attached somewhere in his inner brain, and it wrapped around his chin and hung there. Swung a little bit. And all in slow motion, he looked to see if anything would happen. Kathy Kavanaugh was standing 2 feet away. She saw it, and she immediately barfed. Blah! And she barfed. It was so gross. So he's thinking, this isn't going to win any girlfriends. So he goes, and it goes back in. Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Yeah. Doesn't that all? Let's all go eat now. No. I told you I had no redeeming qualities. All right. All right. That's why if you want to become a youth pastor, you know what you can do. So, I have a question I'd like to talk for you to discuss with one or two people around you. I don't want you to get up and move around, but just sort of sit down and ask this question. Okay, of all the superheroes, okay, think of all the neat superheroes, which one do you think has the best villain? Who is the best villain out there? Who's... There we go. All right, okay. I think consensus, but only because it's out in theaters, is a lot of people are saying the Joker, all right? Okay. I never thought of Megatron. Megatron was, yeah, it would be tough to beat. Somebody went old school with Darth Vader. Yeah, Darth Vader. Megatron, I don't know, Megatron. Joker would have a hard time with Megatron, I think. Yeah. Something tells me. All right, thank you for discussing that, everyone. I went out of my church one night, and this older man stopped me and talked to me, and he's a neat guy, someone I really respected. And this is what he told me, and he blew me away. He said, Dave, I've got a secret I need to tell you. And I came up and he said, what? He said, I know somebody that hates your guts. What would you say if somebody said, so I said, well, who is it? Can I get this straight? Can I try and fix this one up? He said, no, you're not going to get it straight. He's always going to hate your guts, Dave. What did I do? What did I do? And he says, it's the evil one, Dave. Satan. He hates you, and he will do anything to destroy your life. It's kind of weird. I never really thought it so personal. I always thought, bad, sort of in the world. But never really thinking that there might be somebody targeting me specifically, knowing my problems, targeting exactly that to destroy my life. Here's another question I want you to answer, but this time I just need a bunch of different answers. If you were Satan, the evil one, what would you do to try and bring down your friends? What kind of things would you do to bring down your friends? All right? Anyone?
The best car,